Welcome to Ultimate Motorsport 1963. It's time for round 8 here at Watkins Glen, I believe, for the United States Grand Prix. Who will come out on top in this contest? I have to see, we're going to have light rain in the qualifying. Looks like Lavoie is very far ahead. Oh, and everyone's, of course, into the pits for intermediate or wet weather tires. It looks like intermediates. It's wets for Mario Granados and wets for Axel Gauffier. But everyone else comes out on inters. So far, Scuderia Glitterati and James Lavoie are enjoying huge leads. And it's very unlikely for them to lose those leads anytime soon. And it's Lavoie on provisional pole with Pontes provisionally on the front row. Then we have Solomon Rogers and Louis Hassan, that's the two Lowskis. Then it's Luca Campbell and Riccardo Mancini. Then it's Luis Ruiz and Jose Ramos, but we're here for third and final lap. Ooh, and great improvements. Francesco Longo up to third. Jacob Johnson only up to fifth. Very interesting. Let's take a look at qualifying. We got a 1-2 lockout by Glitterati. Then it's an HPR, followed by an Andretti Mancini. Then an HPR, then two Lowskis, Petit in 8th. He will be starting in 8th. Some opportunity for Andretti to gain more points. And here we go, we're starting off. We got a lot of soft runners, but we got some hard runners here. Mancini, Johnson, and Hassan. Oh, starting on the hard tires. Solomon Rogers has dropped back behind quite a lot. Longo's already behind Mancini. Mancini running in the podium spot. Hassan forces Johnson out of the way. Jules Claes gets past him and past Hassan as well. Hassan down to 10th. Mancini's in 4th. Theo Petit, what a start from him. Valentin Pontes takes over the lead from James Lavoie. And we've got Johnson and Claes catching Mancini here. Johnson on the inside overtakes Mancini. So does Longo. So does Claes. So does Rogers. Terrible lap for Mancini. Loses 4 positions in the span of a few corners. And there's Johnson and Claes and Rogers fighting for 4th position. Ahead of them, only Theo Petit and the Glitterati's. Rogers forcing the grass. Now it's Longo who's down into 10th. A lot of damage being done as well. It's a violent race here in the United States of America. Soft tires triumphing here. Axel Gauffier forcing his way past. And he's through into 7th position. HPR is really struggling now. Petit just holding onto that final podium spot. Lavoie is back in front of Pontes. He holds the fastest lap of the race at the current moment. Jules Claes overtakes Theo Petit on the straight. Solomon Rogers attempts the same for the chicane and succeeds. Theo Petit tries to get the position back for the inside. Fails to get the position back. Looking around the outside of Jules Claes, succeeds, gets back 4th position, but Rogers is trying to run away here. He's got the fastest lap at 21.20, that's a crazy lap. Johnson's down into 19th after he pitted for soft tires. And we've got Rogers pitting as well, most likely to get off of those old soft. Long goes into the pits as well. HPR's pitting incredibly early. Will this work for them, or will it do the opposite? Softs are not too worn. Most drivers staying out. It's only those with some damage that have decided to come in. Such Pontes and Lavoie still 1 and 2. Jackson around the outside of Mario Granados. He's through into 6th position. Theo Petit looking to chase down Pontes. And they both pit onto a new set of tyres. Pontes is out onto hard tyres, so is Theo Petit. Steven Jackson goes by, and he's on the back of Petit, looking for a move here on the straight. Lavoie in first, Jules Clay's currently in second. Lavoie's into the pits. So is Jules Clay's. Valentin Pontes, will he get the lead or will Lavoie stay in the lead? Lavoie stays in first. Solomon Rogers in sixth, his teammate Louis Hassan in eighth. Alongo down in 18th and Johnson only in 11th, following their early pits. Pontes fighting with Steven Jackson for second now. Jackson will have to pit soon. Theo Petit behind Jules Clays and Steven Jackson. Jules Clays overtakes Steven Jackson for the podium spot. It's currently Theo Petit with the fastest lap at 20.65. As he's catching up to Jackson, looking for an overtake on the chicane. Gets into it and through the inside. He's up into fourth position. Clays passed Pontes for second. Gauffier fighting with Hassan for seventh. Hassan overtakes him, and it's a Lowski 6-7, same as they started from the qualifying, same as they started the race in. Jackson finally into the pits, and he's going to come out in 8th position. We see Timofey Osipov into the pits. Clays holds on to third now. Pontes has gone back second. Theo Petit close behind Jules Clays. After a great qualifying, looks like HPR are completely in the mud. No points for them today. Solomon Rogers makes a mistake to Steven Jackson up into 7th position. Louis Hassan into the pits. Promotes Gauffier, Jackson and Rogers. And Hassan is down in 8th position. Mancini and Campbell now into the pits as well. Clays fighting with Pontes and a lot of lapped cars, and Jules Clays is up into second again. James Lavoie having a stroll. Jackson's got Hassan on his back, and Hassan, without any issue, looking to overtake his own teammate Solomon Rogers as well. Pontes still fighting with Clays as Lavoie enters the pits. Gauffier enters the pits as well, comes out just behind Jackson and Rogers. Jackson touches the grass. But now they're free wide. They were free wide for the straight. Jules Clays is into the pits. Theo Petit fighting James Lavoie for second now. And the top 8 are separated from the rest of the grid by 9 seconds now. Not counting any DNFs, there's little chance of those outside the top 8 to score points. Of course, unless there's DNFs. And Lavoie overtakes Pontes to regain the lead in the start of the 24th lap. We're going to find out. You're going to find out the DNFs in the 10th minute, and then they will occur in the 11th minute. Lavoie is into the pits again for a set of soft tires, and he comes out in third place. Pontes into the pits now as well. Theo Petit will inherit the race lead. Oh no, Theo Petit also into the pits. James Lavoie back in the lead, then followed by Jules Claes, then Pontes, then Theo Petit, who comes out just ahead of Axel Gauffier. And Gauffier overtakes him for 4th place. Claes fighting Lavoie here. Lavoie slowed down by Bertrand. Claes squeezes past them both. Oh, it's very aggressive fighting here between Jules Claes and James Lavoie. James Lavoie forces him into the grass, but he's still right behind Lavoie. Theo Petit catching Gauffier. Only 6 laps remain until the end. Jules Claes and Lavoie still fighting. Jules Claes on the inside, but Lavoie, oh, look at that traction. He remains in the lead. Oh, yeah. DNF's coming soon then. And the first one will be Louis Hassan with an accidental failure. Then William Davies with an accidental failure, or accident/failure, and the final accident/failure will be Jose Ramos. Those 3 are out, and we've also got failures for Axel Gauffier. Poor guy had a brilliant race. Riccardo Mancini also suffers a failure for Andretti. It's the whole BBB Andretti fight. And Jules Claes suffers a failure. Was running in second, was fighting. Lavoie has lost him now and has to retire the car. So we have Lavoie in first with just 1 more lap to go. Pontes in second, Petit in third, Jackson in fourth, Rogers in fifth, Hassan was one of the Rogers in fifth, Badar in sixth, Luca Campbell in seventh, and it looks like Jacob Johnson could take the final spot. He's fighting Mario Granados for what would be the final points position. Here's Lavoie wins the United States Grand Prix. Pontes comes in second. Theo Petit in third. Jules Claes a failure. I don't think he's going to be counted, which means Steven Jackson is right behind him, will be taking 4th place. Solomon Rogers will be taking 5th. Axel Gauffier also with a car issue. There it goes. So it's Lavoie first, Pontes, Petit, Jackson, Rogers 5th, Badar 6th, Luca Campbell 7th, and Jacob Johnson takes the final points position. I believe that's what it'll look like. And it's another victory for Lavoie as he looks to solidify his title and Glitterati's title as early as possible.